Once upon a time, in a beautiful and serene village nestled among the high and enchanting hills, lived a young man named David. He was very polite, humble, but also poor. He was considerate and had a few friends in his neighborhood. Whenever David went somewhere with his friends, others would show respect and honor to David's friends, but David himself did not receive the same respect and honor. One day, feeling out of place, David went to a river near his village with a heavy heart and a troubled mind. He began to wonder why people did not show respect to one another and why they continued to humiliate each other without adequate reason. He couldn't help but question the behavior of the world, which seemed to be based on mutual humiliation and insults. David rushed to his old Zen master, who was capable of resolving such materialistic miseries in the blink of an eye. The old master resided in his large monastery, nestled in rugged terrain. When David reached the monastery, he saw the master deep in meditation, with several people sitting at his feet, seeking his guidance and advice. David sat among the crowd and began to wait for his turn. When the Zen master opened his compassionate eyes and saw some people troubled by the problems and sufferings of life, he started to address their suffering one by one. When it was David's turn, he stood up, bowed respectfully before the master, and then knelt at his feet. When the Zen master asked about his well-being, David began to weep bitterly and opened his heart to the master. He told the master that no one respected him or considered him worthy of anything. He felt taken for granted by his friends, family, and relatives. Every time he expressed his opinion among his friends, he was ignored or mocked. The same happened with his family and relatives. David was starting to believe that he was a person no one respected. He added that wherever he went, people treated him like a useless man. The Zen master smiled warmly and asked David what he wanted. David replied that he wanted everyone to respect and appreciate him, to listen to his words attentively, and never to ignore him. The Zen master told David that no one can disrespect or humiliate anyone unless that person allows them to do so. People disrespected and humiliated him because he had made himself weak, not making himself strong and powerful. He was living in a world where strong people harassed the weak and defenseless. Just as a father insults his children, a husband insults his wife, the rich insult the poor, and a master insults his servant. The Zen master continued, saying that people did not honor him because he needed to understand the attitude and mindset of people and how they viewed things. He then imparted 5 lessons that would change David's life if applied. The first lesson was to learn to say no to people when necessary, to avoid humiliating oneself, and to earn respect. The second lesson was to stop complaining and seek solutions to problems rather than continually lamenting them. The third lesson was not to always be available to people, because those who are less available are more valued. The fourth lesson was to always do what one says, keeping one's word to gain respect and trust. Finally, the fifth lesson was to escape the trap of poverty by developing qualities to overcome it and gain respect. David thanked the Zen master for the valuable lessons, and upon returning from the monastery, applied all 5 teachings to his life. Soon, he witnessed significant changes that brought respect, honor, and value into his life. David finally received the respect he had always desired, and his life was transformed. Now, everyone began to respect and honor him, seeing him as a person of high values. David's life was completely transformed, and he obtained the respect and honor he had always sought. Do you feel respected? Let me know in the comments. I wish you peace forever, and I will always be here on the channel, The Secret of Samadhi. See you soon.